Hey, it's been a while. Figured it'd be fun to make a mess of the offensive type matchups. Some of these suggestions are serious, others not so much, but this is supposed to be a fun video. Want to throw your hat in the ring? By all means, comment below. I would love to hear other suggestions. Though really, this video is to see how many ways I can screw over the steel typing.
You are deeply normal.
Oh, this will be interesting because I do have some changes. Finish the phrase. I will squash you like a what? That's right. Normal, super effective against bug. Congrats if you answer correctly. I'm going to be treating normal as a regular person. Whether it's intentional or accidental, I'm sure most of us have flattened a bug and moved on with our lives. Hey, if a bird eating a bug is considered super effective, then a regular person squashing a bug should be as well.
But wait! There's more!
Anyone watch one of those environmentalist themed movies? Like human bad, nature good kind of thing? Since normal people can cause such devastating effects in these stories, I figured this change would make sense. Normal, super effective, against fairy. Did you think I was gonna say grass? Nah, mate. Fairy people typically hide from humans because we're shitty, like destroying their habitat and whatnot. Fairy is a made up type, so it can have some creative liberty with it, like dragon being weak to it. Plus, grass has too many weaknesses and it doesn't need any more.
Then I'm gonna set fire to your trading cards.
This one will be a curveball, but fire, super effective against ghosts. Kinda. This somewhat has biblical connotations with its logic, like a holy flame that purifies or inflicts damage to evil spirits, aka ghost types. Look, we have goat Jesus and having some sort of religious theming attack isn't too far-fetched. Maybe we can call it mystical fire or sacred fire. Huh? Ah, they're already taken. Almighty fire? Sure, let's go with that. Okay, this one will be an odd one as well. Water, super effective against steel. Kinda. This one was somewhat inspired by the scene in Transformers where the dog pees on Ironhide.
It's gonna rust.
Also, I kinda want Reggie Rust to be a thing. Again, this will be treated like Freeze Dry where only that move is super effective against steel. Maybe we can modify Scald or come up with a new attack. Scorching Torrents or Inferno Steam. Something like that. Ah jeez, 3 in a row. I promise this will be the last one. But water, super effective against dark. Kinda. The same line of thinking as fire, holy water. So dark isn't treated like darkness is the heart's true essence. Rather, dark as in evil. Moves like thief, torment, Buzz, look, an alien! Suck bullet! You know, the dickhead type. That's why it's the best type, by the way. So the logic here is...
Begone, demon!
I'm melting!
Praise the Lord!
We can call this move Celestial Cleanse, or Divine Torrent, or
a job application.
I don't know, man. I'm not good with names. This could be super effective against Ghost, but Dark is a little bit more interesting.
Leave me alone. I'm bushed.
No changes offensively. To me, it looks fine as it is.
Shocking, isn't it?
An obvious one here. Electric, super effective against Steel. I want Steel to have more weaknesses, and this one makes logical sense to me. I'm no electrical engineer, so I'm not even going to try and explain the logic on this one.
Nice to see you.
Another obvious one. Ice, super effective against water. Never understood why water resisted ice. If I'm firing a beam of ice into the sea and it freezes, that seems pretty super effective if you ask me. Ice did get buffed in Gen 9, but still, I want this to be an official change.
For the love of God, somebody kick his ass!
Do you see how many type advantages it already has? It ain't getting any more.
Boy! This thing is shredding my insides!
Younger me lost a lot of fishes because I didn't know how to keep the water clean. Point being, poison, super effective against water. Mate, if the water's polluted, then I'm pretty sure most of the marine Pokemon are dead. Thought of this one pretty late, but poison, super effective against bug. Logic, pesticide. Using poison to kill the little bastards is super effective and kills 99.99% of germs.
I threw it on the ground.
You too, Grounds. You ain't getting any buffs either. I was really tempted to make flying super effective against fire. Though, extreme fires benefit from windy weather, so I went against it.
How about a magic trick?
Again, no changes. Maybe Ghost might be interesting, but then again, thoughts for a later video.
You better beware!
Game Freak have done you dirty bug type. Let's fix that. Bug, super effective against Fairy. Fairy should have never resisted Bug. The logic here is those pesky bugs love eating the natural habitat of the fairies, hence they suffer for it. Weak logic, I know, but I don't care. I'm buffing Bug. Speaking of weak logic, Bug, super effective against normal. Wait, how does that even make sense? It doesn't. People can easily squash bugs, right? But on the flip side, they're still terrified of the little critters. Anyway, I kinda like this volatile relationship, like how Dragon and Ghost are with themselves. I know what some of you may be thinking. A person burning alive, a person drowning, a person electrocuted, a person poisoned, etc, etc. Yo Gengar, what the f- I'm off topic. All these things should be super effective against normal, right? Don't make me tap the sign.
You're a chip off the old block.
I think Rock is fairly solid.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
No real changes here. Though, Fairy sounds interesting. Someone could definitely convince me to make that change.
But I accept.
Oh, this is going to be contentious. Did you know that there are 3 states of matter, right? Wrong. There's 4, Plasma being the 4th. We already have 2 plasma elements and Dragon will be converted to become the 3rd. Within this video, do you know what the other 2 have in common? That's right. Dragon, super effective against Steel. You ain't safe behind that Eviolite, eh, Duraludon? Logic here? I just want all plasma types to be super effective against Steel. Horrible change in the competitive sense, but don't worry, I gotcha. We'll be introducing a new type soon enough. So we established that Dark type is evil. Well, at least in Japan. And a few evil deeds can include pranks, scams,
You're going to be a very rich man.
surprise mechanics. Point being, Dark, super effective against normal. These sinister individuals prey on people for their own personal benefits. Evil, I say.
Sing, 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 sing!
You think you're getting buffs?
Not gonna happen! No, not gonna happen!
I'm a pretty, pretty princess.
Sorry, princess, but your buffs are in another castle. And that's it. This is how the type matchup looked before and after. Thoughts, feelings? Comment below. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a good one. Bye!
Hold it!
Oh! About that. Let me just, get something out of my car. Nah, I'm just messing with ya. I'll be saving that juicy content for the defensive changes. Well, see you then.